If you look at every defect that's present in flexo printing, every single one of them can be highlighted due to too much or too little ink. So if you understand all the variables that happen in the flexo printing process, the things that affect the ink transfer, you can control that quantity of ink that goes through to the printing plate, hence giving consistent print time after time. One of the main factors that affect the ink transfer is the Anilox roll. So Anilox selection is absolutely vital to ensuring that you get the correct ink film thickness, which provides the right print density onto the different substrates you're using, whether it's a paper or a film substrate, but also that it's a very precise controlled amount of ink, so you get minimal dot gains and an excellent quality of graphics. Yes, it is, but not always in the way that people think. We often hear comments from customers, for example, saying, this Anilox supplier has promised that if you change from to their Anilox, we can save money on ink. But unless you understand exactly the factors that affect your ink transfer through your process and what is right for your substrates and graphics, then the chances of changing to another Anilox supplier and saving money on ink immediately is almost impossible. We believe there's two specific ways that you have the possibility to save ink. First, Anilox selection is critical to ensure that you have the right amount of ink going onto your printing plate and onto your substrate. This ensures that you're not putting too much ink on and wasting money, or too little ink on and then having problems with defects and causing waste and scrap. Secondly, the amount of ink that stays in your ink chamber is about 60% of the ink, so that's ink is recirculating. So management of that unused ink is very, very important. So it's important that you're not wasting it by having leakage on your pipes or leakage through your seals or loss of ink through the doctor blades. And secondly, during ink changeovers, it's important that you recover as much of that ink as possible. And the systems like ink save systems, equipment that you can buy that will recover 85% of the ink being used. And in those two ways, Anilox selection and ink recovery, you have the best chances of saving money on ink.